Another wonderful day of being a baker. Oh shoot, I have to fire the oven. Hello, I am Connor. I'm a colonial baker. In Boston, I have a big job in the community, feeding people. Without our family, the people of Boston would starve. We, the bakers, will save Boston. Today, as one of the many customers, will be my sister, Amy. The ingredients will require flour, water, bran, baking powder, milk, and salt. I have to get up at 4 a.m. every single morning to like this. It is so frustrating. I wish that they'd just invent something easier, like you just turn it on and wait like half an hour. But once it's lit, then I'm ready to go for the entire day. So being a baker requires early wake-up calls. It takes 3 hours for the oven to heat up. Pre-fire the oven before you start making any of the dough. That way it gets heated up by the time you're done. Now that the oven is going to be pre-fired for in 3 hours, just time the bread dough making within that time. That way, when it's finally all heated up, you can just close the lid on it and then we're good. So, yeah. So, right now I just put some flour that I got from the local flour mill, which is actually just down there. But I'm actually really mad about it because the taxes are so high now because of the Sugar Act. Sugar taxes got lower, which is good because that means sugar is less. But then everything else, like all the flour and stuff, has grown by 17%. I hate it so much. So I want independentism. And then I just put the flour that I got from the flour mill. I put a little hole in the middle into a wooden bowl, which I actually got by trading 5 loaves of bread and a hen for this bowl, and it's my prized possession. Some people say I paid too much, but I don't think so. And then with the hole, what I'm going to be doing is pouring about 1 cup of water in. And then I'm going to be grabbing the fork that came with it and then just stirring for 5 minutes. Yeah. I put some bran, yeast, salt, more water, more flour, and baking powder into it just to help it rise and give it more flavor. And I'm just going to set the bowl aside. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to knead the dough back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on some flour just to make sure it doesn't stick. And then once I feel like it's good, like right now I think so, I'm just going to plop it into this pan that I actually got from my uncle. He's a blacksmith and he forges stuff like this a lot, so it's pretty cool. And then I'm just going to stretch it out right now to make it fit. And then while it's going to rise, just to make it help rise a little bit more, I'm going to grab this knife and then I'm going to score it. Just back and forth, just some motion, just to help score it, get the air into it and stuff. And then, yeah. So this is only the one out of the 400 or 500 loaf of breads that I have to make every single morning, and for the people of Boston. And I'm kind of glad that there's another bakery just down the road because that way I don't have to do all the work. And then since I lit the clay oven outside 3 or 4 hours ago, it should be hot enough for me to put it in. So let's go out there. As you can see, the fire is roaring hot, and it's about I don't know, it's been enough time for it for it to cook. So what I'm gonna do just here, I'm just gonna shove that in there. Jeez, that's hot. And then I'm just gonna close up the door. Now we just have to wait like 3 hours or something. And there's our bread. So the bread right now has been in the oven for 4 hours at least. So I think it's cooked enough. Let's find out. It's really, really hot, so I have to try and use this to open the door. And then here is the bread. So over here, since it's really hot, I'm gonna try and be as quick as I can. Just like flip it up. Oh no. There we go. Oh jeez, that's hot. So that's the bread. And I can use this for 3 things. I can barter, trade, I can sell it, make more money, or I could feed it to my family, which I think I'm gonna do.
1.
After a hard day's work of making this bread, Amy, how do you like it? She likes it.